Gina Hanna's marriage didn't start as planned. She married Mina Sami in Cairo last July, celebrating in true Egyptian style with a white dress and a full dance floor. The 22-year-old had to return to New York for her fall semester at Queen's College. She didn't go back to Egypt until December, where she spent her honeymoon in Sharm el-Sheikh. Then, on January 25th, the couple's honeymoon was interrupted as a series of protests rocked the nation. Back in Cairo, Gina and her husband looked on.
So he gave me the leg of a chair and he said, "This is what you're going to use to protect yourself."
Gina was stuck in Egypt. The U.S. Embassy's only advice? Stay indoors. For Gina, that wasn't an option.
I said to them, staying home is not safe for me. The looters and prisoners are right outside our doors. And they told us, we can't advise you to do anything except lock your doors and stay home.
Her husband paid a distant friend to take them to the airport. But because only one airline was still running, the airport was just as chaotic as the streets. They spent the night next to hundreds of others looking for a way out. Gina knew that without the proper paperwork, her husband would have to stay behind in Egypt. Finally, the next morning, it was Gina's time to leave. As she rushed to catch her flight, Gina forgot the most important part about leaving, saying goodbye to her husband. She had to leave him behind.
All I remember is my husband kept pulling me through the crowd, and I didn't even get to say goodbye to him. He just kept pushing me, and he pushed me beyond the gate, and that's it, I lost him. So after that, I kind of like broke down on the other side because I'm sorry. I wasn't ready to leave him in that type of situation or not know what was going to happen to him or not know what was going to happen to the Egyptians in general.
But Gina returned to New York anyway and tried to resume a normal life. She continued her visits in St. Mary's and San Antonio's Coptic Orthodox Church here in Ridgewood. For the last 2 decades, Gina has attended the Orthodox Church. Father Michael Soriel says many others in his church were also affected by the revolution.
I think what makes Gina's story unique is that she was just married and she was on her honeymoon when all this happened. But I could bring you 5 or 6 people from downstairs whose spouses are back home.
As Gina returns to her studies, her experiences in Egypt still remain as fresh as ever. For now, she waits for her husband's visa paperwork. Her hope? To be united with Mina on American soil and to finally move past a tumultuous start to a stable life. Carmel, Delshad, Queens.